Good morning, my dear student. I am Muhammad Bahaddin, working as the assistant professor in the Islamia College of Engineering, which is affiliated by Usmania University in Hyderabad. Today, we are going to learn regarding the manufacturing considerations in the machine design. Okay? So, the designer should have brief knowledge and brief concept of the manufacturing process. It will play very importance for the design engineer. In the manufacturing considerations, in the machine design, we are going to learn regarding the first step is primary shaping process. In the primary shaping process, this process is mainly used for prelims shaping of any machine component. Is known as primary shaping process. So in the primary shaping process, we are using the common operation for performing the process we are using as casting, forging, extrusion, rolling, bending and shear force. In the casting process, what happened? So in the casting process, we can make any type of the component like piston, shaft, connecting rod, body component, any body component, okay, as well as we can make the gun. Okay, so we are doing under the casting process. How the casting process it will work, you know very well. Again, I will give the small concept regarding the casting process. In the casting process, we are pouring the hot metal into the cavity. Let us see. This is here. Okay, here what we are doing here, this is riser in which we are pouring the hot metal into the cavity. The cavity shape it is looking like a spoon shape. Okay, spoon we can make. Okay, not here. So our intention is we want to make the spoon. So what I am doing here, we are pouring the hot metal into this cavity, the cavity in which it is occupy the same shape of this spoon. Is it right? After half an hour, if you are removed from these dies, then it will be the shape it is looking like a spoon. Is it right? This all the things we are doing under the casting process. So in the casting process, we can make any such type of the product, like we can make as a piston, shaft, as well as we can make the connecting rod, as well as we can make any body component of the four-wheeler heavy four-wheeler cars, as well as two-wheeler bike, as well as whatever things you want to make, you can make with the help of casting process. Okay, dear. So what about in the forging process? In the forging process, okay, here first thing is we are placing the metal in the open hearth. Here let us see, this is open hearth in which we are placing the metal. Actually our intention is we want to make as a chisel. Okay, we want to make as a chisel. Then after removing from the hearth, we are applying some amount of compressive force on the bar, on the rectangular sections. Then it will looking like it will reduce the section. It is making as a sharp end. Okay, so we are doing under the forging process. In the forging process, what we are doing here, we applying this some amount of external force we applying on the hot metal. Then due to the hot metal, if you apply the some amount of external force on the hot metal will give the desired shape whatever we want. Is it right? So we want the chisel shape, then we are applying the some amount of maximum force here only with the help of hammer, then it's giving the desired shape. It's looking like a chisel. Okay, so we are doing under the forging process operations. What about the extrusions? The extrusion in which we are heating the metal. After that, after the removing the metal, we are making the shape of the object. Like we can make the plastic component, as the plastic component, it is a part of the extrusion component. Like we can make glass, is it right? Water bottle, this is the part of extrusion. What about the rolling process? Rolling process, this is a process, I will rub here. In the rolling process, what will happen? This is a process of forcing a heat metal from a die opening. From a die opening, we can say as the rolling operation. Let us see. I will give the example regarding the rolling operation is the extraction of toothpaste from the Colgate tube. Let us assume you have Colgate tube. This is your tube. Actually, what you are doing here, you are applying the some amount of external force on this tube. Okay dear, you applying the compressive force on the tube. Due to what happened, whatever the paste will be there, it will be come out. Whatever the paste will be there, it will be come out from the tube. So it is a part of the rolling process. That is the general example. Again, I will give the standard example of the rolling process, in which first thing is one roller, and here second roller. We are inserting the workpiece. In between the two roller. Okay, if you insert, in which what happens, the elongation of this workpiece will goes down, increases, but diameter of this workpiece is goes down, decreases if you are performing with the help of rolling operation. What about this bending process, bending operation? In the bending operation, first thing is this bending operation is mainly used suitable for the sheet metal process. Let us see. We grow on, we are placing the one sheet metal. So in the bending process, what we are doing here means we are applying the some amount of external force. We applying the external force we applied on the sheet metal. It causes the bend. As well as it form the desired shape. Whatever you want. So we are studying under the bending process, as well as the same as like a shearing force also. Is it right? Again, in the next step, we are going to learn about the machining process. Okay. Next one, we are going to learn about machining process. Okay, in the machining process, this process is mainly used for giving the final shape of any machine component as per as planned dimension is known as machining process. So whatever the dimension you are given, as per the dimension we have to cut the workpiece and we have to give the desired shape whatever we want. Let us see over here. You have one workpiece. Okay, you have one workpiece. Your intention of the workpiece you want to make as a stub bar. Okay, as per as your dimension is, you want to make as a step bar. Okay, I will draw here this rod. First it is looking like this. This is like this, okay. It is looking like a step bar. The first diameter is how much is there? Let us assume diameter is 20 mm and this diameter should be 15 mm and this diameter should be how much? 10 mm. So this means that the machining process is mainly used for the giving the final shape to the any machine component as per as the dimension. Whatever the dimension it is given, so we have to, given by the design engineer, we have to make as per as the dimension requirement. So we are studying under the machining process. In the machining process, we are using the general common operations we are using to perform the operations. Like the first one, we are going to learn about planning process. Second one is the shaping process, and third one we are going to learn about drilling process, and fourth one is the boring process. The first one we are going to learn about planning process. In the planning, they having the different type of the operation we can perform. Like in the first one, we are going to learn about the plane horizontal surface, in which what we are doing here, let us see. You have one planer machines, okay. The work is clamped or rigidly to the table. This workpiece clamped rigidly to the table, and this workpiece will be rested with on the table. The tool is held in the tool post, and tool is continuously feeding. The tool is continuously feeding on the cross sections. It is feeding on the cross section to give the desired shape. The first thing is to the desired shape, and the second thing is in the planing operation they having the two stroke. One is the forward stroke, another one is the backward stroke. In the forward stroke, it will cut to the workpiece, but in the backward stroke, the two single point cutting tools will not be cut to the workpiece. Let us remember one thing: in the forward stroke they cut to the workpiece, but in the backward stroke it will not cut to the workpiece. Is it right? Again that is in the planning operation. What about in the shaping operation? In the shaping operation, in which we are placing a tool or we are inserting a tool, a single point cutting tool into the die. We are fixed with the help of checks and key. These tools is same reciprocating. They having the same the two stroke. The one is the forward stroke and the another one is the backward stroke. In the forward strokes, what happen? It cut to the workpiece whatever the desired shape you want. If you want the V shape group, it will cut as per as your requirement. In this the shaping operation, they having the two type of the machine. One is the horizontal shaping machine, another one is the vertical shaping machines. So in this shaping operation, we can make the V group, we can make any model, okay, with the help of shaping operation, whatever you want. As well as another one is drilling operation. In the drilling operation, what we are doing means we are making a hole in the workpiece. Let us see. This is your workpiece. Actually, your intention is you want to make the hole. Okay. You want to make the hole up to the length of this workpiece is 15 meter. But you have to apply the drill up to how much? Up to the 10 mm. Up to how much? 10 mm. So we are going for the drilling operation. In the drilling operation, in which we have to make a drill into the workpiece as per as the requirement. Is it right? We are performing in the drilling operation. Another one is the boring operation. Boring operation, in which we are making the hole of this circular cross sections into the workpiece. We can say as a boring operation. They are having this different variety of the operation we can perform in the drilling operation. Like drilling is there, boring is there, reaming is there. The several operation we can perform with the help of machining operation. This means that we are using the, instead of human being, we are using the machine, because the machines is giving the desired shape and size of the object whatever it we want. Is it right? For that reasons we are going for the machining process. In the machining process it will give the more accuracy than human being. So for that reasons we are giving the more priority to the machining process. Okay, and third one, we are going to learn regarding the surface finishing process. Okay, in surface finishing process, this process is used for to provide the good surface finishing on machine component. Okay dear, okay, let us see. The surface finishing process, this process is mainly used for provide the good surface finishing on the surface of the metal. On the surface of the metal we can say as the surface finishing process. Is it right? For the surface finishing process, if you want to perform, they having the several operation like polishing machine. The polishing machine just generally is used for giving the polish on the surface of marble, granite, okay, granite and okay, that is the example of polishing machine process. So in the polishing machine process they are having a different variety of there. Another one is abrasive belt grinding machine. In the abrasive belt grinding process, in which we are applying the some amount of external force on the component, due to it will give the desired shape whatever you want, because we are using the abrasive material. What we are using here? We are using the abrasive material. So abrasive material will impinge on the surface. Abrasive material will impinge on the surface of the workpiece. If we applied on it, due to what happened, it will give the desired shape and it will give the good surface finishing on the surface of the workpiece. For that reasons we are going for the abrasive belt grinding process. Another one is the super finishing process. After the polishing is completed, we are to go for the super finishing. The super finishing process, in which it's giving the very smooth finishing. It will give the very smooth finishing on the surface of the metal. We can say as surface finishing process. Okay dear. So okay, next one we are going to learn regarding the joining process. The joining process, this process is mainly used for joining any machine component, are known as joining process. The common operations we are using for this process are welding. Is it right? They having the different type of the welding will be there, arc welding will be there, gas welding will be there, several type of the welding we are known. Is it right? I will give the example of arc welding. Let us consider two similar metal or dissimilar metal we can join with the help of arc welding. Is it right? So this means that we are joining the two different components. This is one component and this is another component. Is it right? This process is mainly used for joining the same machine component, or it may be different machine component. So we can say as the joining process. Then the joining process we are performing as welding operation. In the welding, in which we are joining the same metal or dissimilar metal in between the two workpiece. Okay, we are applying the welding in between the two workpiece, we are joining together. Is it right? Because if you are welding to the workpiece, the strength will be more. Strength will be more. If you apply the some amount of force on it, it will not be fracture. It will be fracture from not this, from the center point. It will be fracture from beside of this point. Okay, here. What about the riveting? Riveting, as well as we are joining the two similar same metals upon one workpiece upon another workpiece we are keeping, and we are applying the riveting operations we are doing, as well as another one is the soldering operation. In the soldering operation, in which we are mainly used for joining the same similar metals, we are using generally we are using the first thing is soldering wire. Like this is soldering machine, and here we are using, if you want to join the same metal, like one metal or another metal, we are using the soldering wire in between the two workpiece. If you applied the heating on it, then due to it will join in between the two bodies. Is it right? The screw fastening, the fastening nothing but we can easily join, as well as we can easily remove the metals also. Is it right? So generally we can observe in the nuts and bolts screw fastening we can use, as well as the pressing operation. In the pressing operation, in which we apply some amount of external force on the body due to impact force is applied due to one body is stick upon another body, so we can done under the processing operations. Okay, that is okay dear. So today we are learn about the manufacturing considerations in the machine design. Already I will discuss, again I will repeat these things. So because the machine design engineer should have the brief knowledge regarding the how to manufacture the process, that is the most important for the design engineer. In the manufacturing any machine component, the first thing is require the primary shaping process, another one is the machining process, and third one is the surface finishing process, and fourth one is the joining process. The fourth process is the most important for the making of the any machine component in the machine design. Okay dear, thanking you.